Good Thursday morning. I'm Jared Klein here at the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at your morning rush as we get up and start the day. Let's take a look first at the top stories on NBC29.com. Coming in at number 1, police investigating a shooting along Page Street. 1 person injured. Number 2, Albemarle police investigating another deadly shooting. And then at number 3, Charlottesville and apartment managers inspect a rat infestation at Greenstone on 5th. We'll get to all those stories in just a moment. But first, Charlottesville police are dealing with yet another shooting, this time on Page Street near the 10th Street Northwest intersection. We're told the victim was shot in a car just after 3:30 yesterday afternoon. They were taken to UVA Medical Center in critical condition. It does not appear anyone else was injured in this shooting. As of now, there is no suspect being named. The number for Crime Stoppers, if you have any information that can help police, is 434-977-4000. No arrests have been made following a deadly shooting in Albemarle County. Officers responded to Timberland Lane for reports of gunshots just after 9:30 Tuesday night. Now that's where 34-year-old Joshua Lamont Jones of Charlottesville was found wounded. Police say he was taken to UVA Medical Center where he was later pronounced dead. The Red Cross this morning is helping 5 adults and a dog displaced by a house fire last night. This happened on Crenshaw Court just north of Charlottesville. Fire crews say someone in the home shut the door to the bedroom where the fire started, which kept the flames contained until firefighters got to the scene. No injuries were reported in this incident, luckily. All right, well, on to an update now. On a story getting a lot of attention from you guys, the city and community housing partners are working to address a rodent problem at Greenstone on 5th in Charlottesville. A family dealing with a rat infestation problem told us last week they're just fed up and they just want a safe place for their kids to live. Yesterday, the city stopped by for an inspection, and just a warning, some of the video in this story may be disturbing to see. NBC29's Isabel Cleary shares the latest.
On Wednesday, Charlottesville's Neighborhood Development Services and Greenstone on 5th property managers stopped by to check on an issue that this family says is causing unhealthy living conditions.
So we've confirmed that there's a rat infestation.
A confirmation about rats that families there have been living with.
It really hurts me. I'm very hurt by that. Like, why should my kids or my family even have to live like that?
That was Emmanuel Hannon last week when NBC29 first shared his story. He's tried to get his family moved to another apartment in the same complex, but without success.
They said there was no need to move us, just patch up the holes, and like everything should be all right.
Since last week, the stove has been replaced, and Hannon says maintenance Tuesday patched up holes chewed through walls. Less than 24 hours later, there are signs of more chewing.
It's already starting to be ate through. They just waiting to find the next hole to come back through.
This is what they looked like Wednesday morning before Charlottesville's Neighborhood Development Services and Community Housing Partner employees stopped by for an inspection.
The next step is they need to provide back to us their plan of how they're going to address the issue.
The they is Community Housing Partners, the owners. City inspectors expect weekly written updates.
We also are going to continue to listen to the residents. So if we hear additional issues from the residents, that may also spur a need for action on our part.
Wednesday morning, we asked the apartment managers for their side on this. Greenstone on 5th declined to do an on-camera or virtual interview. They did share a written list, however, of things they are considering doing to address the rats, including placing 100 more bait boxes around the property. All of this begs the question, when will this get fixed?
I'm not going to really know what that timeline looks like until we see their plan. I understand that we've been really applying the pressure that they need to address this issue and that they need to go above and beyond whatever they've done to date.
Hannon just wants to protect his family.
It's not healthy and safe at all. There's no way that this is healthy at all.
In Charlottesville, Isabel Cleary, NBC29 News.
All right, that was Isabel Cleary reporting for us there. Well, pay your fair share. That is the call coming from some UVA students. The school's nonprofit status allows it to escape paying the same kind of property taxes that people and businesses must fork over. In Charlottesville, it results in about $15 million in lost revenue. Now, some students are calling for UVA to donate $10 million per year to affordable housing as part of a payment in lieu of taxes initiative.
First and foremost, it's equitable, it's fair. It doesn't seem right that a university with a almost $2 billion budget and $14.5 billion endowment doesn't pay property taxes. That doesn't seem fair.
The program has the support of city councilors like Michael Payne. Masiakos, who you just heard from there, says he hopes the student resolution will put pressure on the university to make it a reality. Well, it may be a day for the record books out there, folks, weather-wise. Storm Team 29 is forecasting some summer-like heat. Let's send things over now to meteorologist David Rogers.
Good morning, everybody. As expected, Mother Nature will be turning up the heat, upper 70s to low 80s. We're forecasting a high today of 81. That would top our old record of 78. That was just set last year. Here's a live look at Doppler radar. All is quiet. No travel-related issues today. Weak frontal boundary to the west. You can see some scattered showers there. Looks like a lot of that rain activity will fall apart as it does move east. Out ahead of that, we'll see the warm temperatures. Once the front moves through, we'll start to pick up more of a northwesterly wind, and that will gradually start to cool conditions down, especially on Saturday, where we're only going to see highs generally in the upper 30s to lower 40s. A cold rain will advance across the area Saturday, may mixing at times early with some sleet and freezing rain, but we're not anticipating any accumulation. And then conditions start to improve as we look ahead to Sunday with another round of rain expected on Monday. That's a quick look at your forecast for now. Have a great and safe day.
All right, here's a look at that Michael and Son Heating 7-day forecast. Go out and enjoy that sunshine today. A high of 81, sunny and breezy. Tomorrow cooling down a bit, but still a lot warmer than what we are used to seeing this time of year with a high of 64. A bit cooler on Saturday with light mix and rain, a high of 43, and then warming back up for our Sunday with a high of 62. Hey, I hope you guys have a great Thursday out there. We'll see you again on NBC 29 News at noon.